Here at Blackbeard Coffee Roasters in Greenville, and today we're doing coffee education on the difference between Arabica beans and Robusta beans with our favorite barista, Lony.
Exactly. So today we're going to talk about just the coffee lingo. You go to a coffee shop or you're trying to choose your beans. What are the differences? And I know sometimes it can be a little challenging, so we're just going to explain what the differences are and what you should be looking for when you are purchasing your coffee. So basically, coffee is grown, and there's just there's a difference within the species. So we have one that is Arabica coffee beans and the other which are Robusta beans. And essentially the biggest difference between the two, besides them being different species of the same plant family, is the flavor and the characteristics of the bean. So being that we here at Blackbeard are specialty coffee roasters, we try to focus on the fact that our beans be Arabica. Takes more time, it's a different process, whereas Robusta, it's a little easier.
Mass production.
It's a little easier to grow larger quantities. Arabica grows in smaller quantities, and they're just a little bit more difficult to obtain than Robusta. That's easy to mass produce as well as easy to just purchase. It's a little bit cheaper. Arabica is usually going to be a little bit on the pricier side, which is why when people ask like, man, $15 for a bag of beans, well, you have to understand that you're getting really good quality, as well as here at Blackbeard, we freshly roast our beans. So everything you get from here in the shop is going to have been roasted within the past week, which is pretty noteworthy and is definitely going to affect the flavor profile of your coffee. Despite containing less caffeine than the Robusta, Arabica beans are considered superior as far as taste goes, and they also tend to have a smoother, sweeter flavor profile than your Robusta bean is going to have, which is when you have maybe, say, our Ethiopian beans, you're going to find those notes of berries and fruitiness, and it's just really a different flavor profile that you can enjoy in your cup of coffee.
You want to drink it within like what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, after you open your bag, you want to make sure that it usually is going to last you about a week, just because if you're making your coffee every day and freshly grinding it, that's probably the amount that we recommend to people.
The Robusta is kind of like attainable for everyone, but Arabica is more so the more luxury item, I guess you could say.
Right,
it's not mass produced.
And it's becoming a little bit more popular just because people are refining their palates, people are wanting their coffee to have more of that, higher profile. So Arabica you're gonna see that a little bit more when you go to coffee shops, or even when you go to some chain stores, like they're gonna be promoting the fact that they have Arabica, just because it does require a little bit more time and attention and care.
Lony, so if someone wants to buy Arabica beans, where can they buy them?
Well, look no further than right here. All of our beans here at Blackbeard Coffee Roasters are specialty. They are Arabica beans, so when you come in, you'll see us here behind our roaster. We roast them here in-house. You can get them ground here if you would like, but I definitely suggest if you could invest in an at-home grinder, do it, it's worth it, and then you can take our beans home and make a fresh, amazing cup of coffee.
Well, Lony, per usual, you opened my mind to all the coffee possibilities. Lony, thanks so much for educating us on the different types of coffee beans, because it's always good to know, where we're getting our morning brew from. And make sure to come back for a new episode of Coffee Break as we taste something new and learn along the way.